Hey, welcome to the UFO Watchman. This is part 2 of the space travel series, and on this episode I'm going to talk about the requirements that it takes to be an astronaut. And I'm also going to talk about the training that they have to go through. So if you're planning on going into space, if you want to do some traveling, you need to watch this to see if you qualify. The first astronauts and cosmonauts in history were selected from out of the military and were usually pilots or skydivers, depending on their mission, or both. In the United States, on August 1st, 1985, NASA decided to start taking applications from a multitude of cultural and educational backgrounds: scientists, teachers, engineers, doctors, technicians, regular people. But they still have to go through the regular training. They still have to pass all the physicals. They have to do all the things that an astronaut has to do, maybe more. And it's not just for God and country anymore like it was in the 60s. It's for science, it's for discovery, it's for enjoyment, it's for vacation. To be able to handle the rigors of space and safely deal with zero gravity in our exosphere, astronauts must be in excellent physical condition. If they are considered to be a candidate, they are immediately given a physical. When an astronaut ventures outside the craft while in orbit, they must wear what is called an extravehicular mobility unit, which is a spacesuit. From the start, an astronaut in training must become familiar with his or her spacesuit. The EMU that they wear is pressurized and has various hookups for its life support. It has life support, ventilation, pressure regulation. It has a helmet. It has little hookups for radio communication and for monitoring vital signs. And it has medical sensors. And it has a little portable ventilation unit that you hook into it. It has pressure escape valves in it, mirrors on it for looking. I don't know what they're for, but they're on the suit to look at stuff where you ain't got a view, I guess. It's just an amazing suit, and it's called an extravehicular mobility unit. Remember that. If an astronaut becomes familiar with his or her EMU, then they have to go underwater. And while they're wearing the EMU, they have to go under there and do little tasks and missions, little mini missions that their supervisors cook up for them. They probably have to go down there and do technical tasks underwater, and probably have to stay under there for hours, because that's what they'll be expected to do when they get out there in space. And they do this to mimic zero gravity conditions, and this exercise develops strength and endurance, and it gives the trainee a better feel of what it's like. Trainees are also taken up in a special modified aircraft that is padded on the inside of the fuselage. The aircraft is called the KC-135A. It is a 4-engine jet aircraft designed to fly up and down in a parabolic arc that produces brief periods of weightlessness. And I bet that's a blast. I'd like to get on that. I bet that is fun as everything. Astronauts have to go through those tests and various other tests if they are definitely chosen to be an astronaut for NASA. They have to spend a lot of time in the flight simulator, learning how to dock the ship and this and that. Whatever they have to do with that ship, they have to learn it, and they have to do it over and over for hours on end. Then if they're chosen, there's no guarantee that they're going to go out in space. If they're chosen as an astronaut, there's no guarantee. It may take years before they go out in space. They still go through all that training, but they have to play a waiting game afterwards, because there's no guarantee that they'll get to do what they set out to do. But Yeah, but they spend a lot of time on the simulator so they can learn. And they also have to take a mental evaluation because they don't want to end up like the Novak chick. You know, you remember her. Well, some people refer to her as a spaced out diaper dame. You know, the one that kidnapped the chick. And cause she was in love with the other astronaut. And she kidnapped his girlfriend and took off on an odyssey across the bottom of the United States, and she wore a diaper so she wouldn't have to stop. Just a strange puppy. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this part of the space travel series, and I hope you tune in next time for the rest of it. And here's my friend's hippie van. I hope you enjoy it. This is my friend's van. He don't want to be on, but I'm going to show his van. Pretty neat. What hippie did you say you hit in the head to get this? That's the one part I like about it right there.
See, yeah. Of course, this
I'm just showing your feet, I ain't. Oh man.
get the gas can and all that crap in there.
Pretty neat. Home away from home. Happy face. A little home away from home. I like that little carpet.
Yeah, that's the poles for the
I've never seen
tie-dye.
one like that. Do what?
The poles for the tie-dye, that's my,
Oh, you say? Oh,
that's
yeah,
my
that's
rack.
that's
Yeah,
your
that's my rack.
tie-dye machine.
tie-dye rack. Yeah,
The
this
tie-dye selling machine. There's the peace sign. Oh yeah, there's the rest of it. Professional cameraman at work. Yeah, right. That's pretty cool though. I like it. I wish I had one.